Hello friends, welcome to Scholarate. So this is the second part of our previous lecture, that is pair of linear equations. So in our last lecture we have discussed that we can use either algebraic method or the graphical method to solve a pair of linear equations. So previously we have started the algebraic method first, and there were three methods, namely method of substitution, method of elimination and method of cross multiplication. In our previous lecture, we have discussed the two methods, that is, the method of elimination and the method of substitution. In this lecture, we will discuss the last method, that is, the method of cross multiplication. Now, we have two problems over here and we have to solve them by using cross multiplication method. Now, at first, what we have to do, you can see the two equations. It's 2x plus 3y equals to 46 and 3x plus 5y equals to 74. Now we have already marked the equations as equation 1 and it is equation 2. Now in the method of cross multiplication, what you have to do, you have to simply shift all the terms to the left hand side like this, and the RHS of the equation 1 and equation 2 will be always 0. You have to shift the constant terms or any other terms to the left hand side. No term will be on the right hand side. Now at first, after establishing this form, we can solve by using cross multiplication method. Now let's see how to solve it. You can see over here I have done this type of formation over here. X by something equals to y by something equals to 1 by something. Now in this gap we have to fill up something. Okay, now let's see how to fill up this gap. You can see this one will give the solution for x, this gap will give the solution for y. By comparing this part with the constant part, we will get x, and by comparing this part with the constant, we will get the value of y. Now how to fill up these gaps? For solving x, you can see over here I have written the equations like the previous form. Now for solving x, just ignore this portion. Okay, just focus on this. Now at first you have to, as the method suggests, cross multiplication. What you have to do, simply multiply crisscross way, that is 3 multiplied by minus 74 and 5 multiplied by minus 46, just like this one. And between them you have to give a minus sign like this. Just like this you have to solve. Now in case of y, you have to ignore the y part and you have to consider these two parts, that is this one and this one. For solving y, what you have to do, you have to just do the cross multiplication method but in the opposite direction. That is, at first multiply 3 into minus 46, then giving a minus sign, simply multiply 2 with minus 74. I am repeating once again, the process of cross multiplication in case of x and y will be in different orders. For the method we just followed for the x, but in case of y we just have to reverse the order of multiplication. That is, 2 will be first multiplied with not like this. 3 will be first multiplied with minus 46 and then 2 will be multiplied with minus 74, just like this. Between them just give a minus sign. Just like this one. Next, for constant, you have to ignore the constant part, that is this one. Now for constant, you have to follow the order of crisscross multiplication just like x. So simply remember that the order of multiplication for x and for the constant term will be the same. Just in case of y, the order of multiplication will be reversed. So here we have to simply multiply 2 into 5 and 3 with 3. Now the next step is solve the denominators. Here it will be 3 multiplied with minus 74, so it will become minus 222 minus, now 5 multiplied with minus 46, so it will be minus 230. Now here 2 multiplied with minus 74, so it will be minus 148, and 3 multiplied with 46, so it will be minus 138. Here it will be how much? 10 minus 9. So it will be how much? It will be minus 222 plus 230. It will be how much? Minus 148 plus 138, and it will be how much? It will be only 1. Now by comparing, what will be the value? Here it will be only 8. Here it will be minus 10, and here it will be only 1. So here I will write 10, here I will write minus 8. Now simply what you have to do? Simply compare this fraction with this one, and you will get x equals to 10. And now simply compare this fraction with again the constant part, so you will get the value of y as minus 8. So you can see over here the value of x and y has been solved by using the method of cross multiplication. Now let's see another problem. Here in the problem number 2, I have already arranged equation 1 and equation 2 just like the previous one, that is just shifting all the constant terms to the left hand side. Now let's see this problem. So here I have already constructed the formation like the previous one. Now it will be very much easier. I am explaining the method once again. For solving x, just ignore this portion, and here in the remaining portion you have to apply the crisscross multiplication or the cross multiplication. Simply 3 will be multiplied with minus 28 and 4 will be multiplied with minus 35. And in between you have to give minus sign. In case of y, I have already mentioned just ignore the y part. But here you have to multiply in the reverse order, that is 2 will be first multiplied with minus 35, then 5 will be multiplied with minus 28. For the constant term, simply ignore these terms and follow the order of multiplication just like x. 5 with 4 and 2 with 3. Now just solve the denominators like the previous one. Here 3 will be multiplied with minus 28, so its value would be minus 84. Then 4 will be multiplied with minus 35, its value will be minus 140. So minus of minus 140. Now 2 will be multiplied with minus 35, it will be minus 70. And 5 will be multiplied with minus 28 and its value will be minus 140. Here 5 multiplied 4 20 and it will be 2 multiplied 3 6. Now here let's solve the denominator parts once again. It will be how much? Minus 84 plus 140. It will be how much? Minus 70 plus 140, and it will be how much? It will be 14. Now let's solve the denominator parts finally. So this will be 140 minus 84, so it will be how much? It will be 56. Here it will be 70. Now simply compare x part with the constant part. Here just remove the y part for some time. Now you can see over here, by comparing, the value of x will be how much, and 14, you already know that when 14 multiplied with 4 you will get 56. So here in the denominator it will be 1 and it will be 4, and by simply comparing you will get x equals to 4. Now we have to again compare the value of y with the value of the constant parts. Here I am solving this portion. Now you know that 5 times 14 is 70, so it will be 1 and it will be 5, so the value of y will be how much? Y will be 5. So we have got the value of x is 4 and the value of y is 5 by applying the cross multiplication method. Now many times students ask me which method we should apply in exams. Okay, so generally they will tell you specifically in the question that use cross multiplication method or use substitution method. Okay, but in sometimes they may only ask you that solve the pair of linear equations. So in that case it's only up to you which method you are comfortable with, and then you can apply that method also. But in some cases it's better to apply the elimination method or the cross multiplication method, so it will vary from one problem to another. My recommendation is just follow the elimination method. It will be very much easier, either elimination or cross multiplication. But in the other hand, substitution method is much more easier, but it takes some time. So it's only up to the students which method to apply. All the three methods are very easy and very simple. They take more or less equal time, so it's only up to you which method you should apply. Now we have learned how to solve the linear equations. Now let's do some problem sums. Here we have to construct a linear equation by going through the problem, and then we have to solve the problem by using the equation. Now you have already done this in your previous classes, that is class 9 or 8 standard. Okay, but there you have to only find the value of one variable, that is x. Here you have to form a pair of linear equation by going through the problem and then solve the values. Okay, so let's solve the first problem. Here is given a fraction becomes 1 by 3 when 1 is subtracted from the numerator, and becomes 1/4 when 8 is added to the denominator. Find the fraction. So here you can see there are two unknown quantities, the numerator part and the denominator part. At first, let us solve the problem by assuming the numerator as x and the denominator as y. So let's write, let the numerator be x and denominator be y. Then the fraction or the original fraction will be how much? The fraction will be, it will be how much? It will be x by y. Now it is clearly mentioned that we have to subtract 1 from the numerator in the first case. So let us subtract 1 from the numerator. So it will be how much? It will be x minus y, x minus 1 divided by y. So the denominator will be remain as it is. In the second case, we have to add 8 with the denominator, keeping the numerator unchanged. So the fraction will be how much? It will be x divided by y plus 8. Now it is clearly mentioned that this fraction's value will be 1 by 3 and this fraction's value will be 1/4. Now let's form the equation. Now by the problem, this value is how much? This value is 1 by 3 and this value is how much? It's 1 by 4. Now let's mark this as equation 1 and equation 2. Now how to solve them? Just like the previous method, you can use the method of substitution or the method of elimination to solve them. Okay, now let's solve it. At first, what we can do, we can simplify the equation 1 and equation 2 more precisely. Now just simply cross multiply first. So it will be 3 multiplied by x minus 1 equals to y. So it will be how much? It will be 3x minus 3 equals to y. Now it will be how much? It will be 3x minus y equals to 3. Okay, now let's mark this as equation 3. Now we have to solve the equation 2 again. So here also let's cross multiply. So it will be 4x equals to y plus 8. So it will be how much? 4x minus y equals to 8. Now let's mark this as equation 4. Now what we can do? We can simply find the value of y from this equation and then substitute it in this equation. Or we can do one more thing. We can simply subtract equation 4 from equation 3 by using elimination method. So 4 minus 3. So equation 4 is how much? It's 4x minus y. So why we are subtracting 4 from 3? You can see in both the cases it's minus y. So it will be easier to subtract and to eliminate the value of y. Now if we subtract it, so you can see over here the value of y gets eliminated. On subtraction, what will be the value? It will be only x. Then the value of y will get cancelled. Since both are minus y and we are subtracting it, so the value of y will be cancelled and the value of x will be how much? It's 8 minus 3 will be 5. So we have got the value of x simply. So it will be very much easier to apply the elimination method in this case. Now we can substitute the value of x in either equation 3 or in equation 4. So it's how much? It's 4x minus y equals to 8. So the value of y is how much? It's 12. So we have got the value of x and the value of y. But this is not our proper answer. We are not given that we have to find the value of x and y. We have to find the fraction, that is the fraction will be x by y. So now we have to put the value of x and y in the required fraction. So the fraction will be x by y, and we have already got the value of x is how much? It's 5, and the value of y is 12. So the actual answer will be 5 by 12. So this is our actual answer. So you can see over here the problem is very simple. We have to first construct an equation and then we have to solve it in any of the methods. Now let's solve another problem. In this problem you can see we are given a 2-digit number where the sum of the digits is 9. Also 9 times this number is twice the number obtained by reversing the order of digits. Find the original number. So this is a very interesting problem. First we have to let the 2 digits. Since it's a 2-digit number, so the place value of the digits will be tens place and the unit place. So let the tens place digit be x and unit place digit is y. If we are given the value of tens place digit and the value of unit place digit, then how we can obtain the original number? simply multiplying 10 with the tens place digit and simply multiplying 1 with the unit place digit and then adding them, we will get the original number. So this is our original number. Now it is saying that 9 times of this number will be twice the number obtained by reversing the order. So reversing the order means the unit place digit will be in the tens place and the tens place digit will be in the unit place. So what will be the number? It will be 10y plus x. As I have mentioned already, the place value will be interchanged. Now we have to construct a problem. Okay, at first it is given the sum of the digits is 9. So the summation of x and y will be how much? It will be 9. Now constructing the second equation will be a little bit difficult. It is saying that 9 times of this number, which number? The original number is equal to twice the number obtained by reversing, that is this one. So it will be 9 times of original number, that is 9 multiplied with how much? 10x plus y, that is the original number. It will be how much? Twice the reverse order number, that is 10y plus x. Okay, so we have got the two equations. It will be equation 1 and it will be equation 2. Now let's substitute, or let's use the method of substitution over here. So we have substituted the value of x and then we have to put the value of x in equation 2. But before substituting, let's simplify the equation 2 first. It will be 90x plus 9y equals to 20y plus 2x. Now what we have to do? Simply bring all the x terms. So it will be 90x minus 2x equals to 20y minus 9y. So it will be 88x equals to 11y. Now the value of x is how much? It's 9 minus 8. Sorry, it's 9 minus y. So 88 times 9, it's how much? It will be 792. Now 792 equals to, it will be 11y plus 88y. Now by reversing the equation, it will be how much? It will be 99y equals to 792. Now if you divide 792 with 99, it will be 8. So the value of 8 is how y is how much? It's 8. Now simply substitute the value of y in equation 3. Equation 3 is how much? It's x equals to 9 minus y. So we have got the original values of x as well as y. Now, this is not the actual answer. Our actual answer is this one. That is, the original number is 10x plus y. So simply putting the value of x, that is 10 into 1 plus y value is how much? It's 8. So it will be how much? It will be 18. So this is our actual answer. Okay, so this is the last video and I'm ending this part. In the next video we will discuss the graphical method to solve the linear equations. Thank you so much and stay tuned. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe our channel. We will bring some more concepts regarding mathematics and some other subjects. Thank you.